it to CCTV. Starring Lindsay Tapia, Jack Free, Caitlin Zito, and Dan Zeppelin.
Good morning, Dons, and welcome back to CCTV. I'm Jack Freem.
And I'm Julia Way. We hope you all enjoyed the day off this past Wednesday for Veterans Day and took time to honor all those who have served our country.
Now, students, be sure to check the lost and found, as all items not claimed will be donated on Monday.
Now, let's send it off to our news team for this week's story.
Hey Dons, today I went around Cathedral's community to hear a little bit more about their passions.
My passion is to help other people.
My passion is singing.
Answering anonymous questions.
I'm here with Brandon Traby to hear a little bit more about his passion for music. So Brandon, when did you start making music?
I started making music my freshman year, but I really got into it during my sophomore and junior years.
Awesome, and are there any artists that you look up to for inspiration?
Yeah, I really look up to Porter Robinson, Vendetta, Duskus, and Flume.
When I listened to your music, I actually did think of Porter Robinson. Also, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself still making music for sure, hopefully playing a lot of shows. I guess overall goal would be main stage Coachella.
Awesome, well everyone must check out his music. Best of luck to you. With CCTV, I'm Kiana Schumann, back to you guys in the anchor room.
Thanks, team.
Next Thursday is the end of our fall food drive, so be sure to bring your donations to your Gold 5 classes or the collection bins at either of the gates.
Next Tuesday is Light Group schedule, and for more on all things Light, let's go to our Selita and CCTV Light.
Good morning, Dons. I'm Selita Martin, and I'm happy to welcome you back to the lighter side of CCTV. The saint of the week is St. Catherine Drexel, patron saint of philanthropy and racial justice. Fun fact, she is the only canonized saint to have been born in the United States. Also, please keep Mr. Silva, Mr. Kilroy's, and Mrs. Harrison's light groups in your prayers as they go out on service next week. Juniors who attended retreat, welcome back. I cannot wait to see how you bring your faith and friendship back to campus. And to keep the fun times rolling, do not forget about Father Patrick's and Father Martin's Girls and Boys group, along with spiritual guidance. And juniors signed up for the January retreat, look for an upcoming email regarding information about your retreat. Now let's send it off to the most delightful field reporters.
Do you like praise and worship?
Yeah!
Do you want to get closer to your classmates?
Yeah!
And God?
Yeah!
Then you should check out XLT Nights. Let's catch up with Amanda, who learned more.
I'm here with Kennedy Didier to learn a little bit more about XLT Night. So Kennedy, what is XLT Night?
XLT Night's a combination of confession, praise and worship, adoration, and faith talks.
That's awesome. When's the next one?
The next one's on December 2nd at 6:30 in the CCHS chapel.
I can't wait to go. Can anyone attend?
Absolutely. We'd love everyone to show up so we can all grow in our faith together.
That's fantastic. I'm sure many people would like to attend. What's your favorite part?
My favorite part about XLT is definitely the faith talks. The XLT was the first place that I ever shared my witness talk, and now getting to listen to others, it's a really great opportunity for me to connect with God.
Well, thanks so much for sharing, Kennedy. For CCTV Light, I'm Amanda Wright. Back to you, Selita.
Thanks, team. I'm looking forward to the next one. Please pick up a fill box for Operation Christmas Child in Mr. Hurt's room, DeSales 101, and Miss Laporte's room, DeSales 202, to help needy children from all over the world. In the box, you must include $7 to cover shipping fees and fill it with new toys or non-liquid hygiene items, such as floss and toothbrushes. Help make someone's Christmas a little sweeter, Dons, and turn in the filled boxes by November 20th to Mr. Hurt or Mrs. Laporte's room. Father Joe's Village is in need of volunteers to help with their 5K race in Balboa Park on Thanksgiving morning. For more information on both of these service opportunities, please see the current service opportunities page on the Cathedral website. That's all I have for you this week, Dons. For CCTV Light, I'm Selita Martin. Have a delightful weekend.
Thanks, Selita.
Now start stretching, Dons, because winter sports tryouts are this weekend.
For more on sports, let's go to Cole and the CCTV sports team.
What's happening, Cathedral? I'm Cole Mueller, and welcome back to another great week of sports. Starting off with their boys varsity water polo team, where last week they lost a nail-biter to Bishops 9-6. By the end of the fourth quarter, the game was tied 6-6, but going into 2 overtime quarters, Bishops scored 3 goals, sealing the deal. With this game closing up the boys' final game in league, they will try to bounce back tomorrow in their first CIF game of Open Division against Westview. The game is at 1:30 at La Jolla High School, so come out and support your boys' varsity water polo team in their first game of CIF. Now, throwing it off to Adriana, who caught up with the equestrian team.
Hey Dons, I'm here with Sarah and Sarah, 2 captains of your equestrian team. So Sarah, what is equestrian for those who are curious?
So equestrian is riding and competing on horses, and we compete in 3 different styles of equestrian, jumping, dressage, and western.
Awesome. And Sarah, what does a typical competition look like?
Well, usually the girls head up to San Juan Capistrano like around varying times because they start at different times, and we all hang out at the tent and watch each other. It's a good time.
Great. And Sarah, have you ever had any problems with the horses while riding?
Well, yeah, horses are animals, so they can be unpredictable sometimes. And I'd say like number one problem people have is spooking. Like a horse will get scared of something and run around or whatever, buck. And I'd say that like as you build a relationship with a horse, like that stuff kind of goes away, kind of.
Great. And Sarah, where do horses shop?
Old Navy.
Wow, you're really good at this, aren't you? Well, for CCTV Sports, I'm Hey Dinhoey. Back to you in the anchor room.
Your Dons varsity football team finished their last league game strong with a solid win over Mira Mesa 41-3. They start their CIF Open Division run tonight at our own Manchester Stadium at 7 p.m. against Carlsbad. Get out to the game early for all the fun festivities and get ready to cheer on your boys. Now here's Preston, who caught up with the upcoming soccer tryouts.
Yo, what up, Dons? Preston Stiebel here with Milo Barton from the men's varsity soccer team. So Milo, I know soccer hasn't started yet, but when are tryouts?
Tryouts start on the 16th of November on a Monday, and it's at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
That's awesome. So during tryouts, someone who wants to make the team, what are you guys looking for?
Someone with a good attitude and wants to win state.
All right, awesome. And now I'm here with Olivia Earlbeck from the women's varsity soccer team. So Olivia, when are tryouts?
Tryouts start next Monday after school, and check the bulletin for more updates on that.
That's awesome. And how many teams are there?
There are 3 teams, a freshman team, a JV team, and a varsity team.
Awesome. And people who want to try out, what do they have to bring?
They need to bring their clearance card, shin guards. You're not allowed to wear any club clothing at all, so make sure you don't do that. And then 3, a good attitude.
Awesome. Well, going off that, can you show us a couple moves? Well, I'm Preston Stiebel for CCTV. Back to you in the anchor room.
Thanks, Preston. Lastly, your Lady Dons varsity volleyball team beat La Jolla last week 3-0 in their last game of their regular season. The girls are having a memorable season so far with a record of 27-3 overall and 10-0 in league. Tonight at 5 p.m., they kick off their Open Division CIF run against Del Norte at our own Claver Center. So before you head on over to the boys' varsity football game, be sure to come support our girls. Well, that's all I got for this week. I'm Cole Mueller. Good luck to all of our sports teams as they start their CIF runs. Now back to you in the anchor room.
Thanks, Cole. Good luck at tryouts, Dons. We know you'll all do great.
Now be sure to stop by the library to leave a message, well wish, or words of encouragement for Bryson.
The box of notes will be delivered to Bryson for Thanksgiving break.
Now, you may have noticed some changes in the classrooms and halls recently.
You mean your haircut?
No. Good guess, though. I was talking about the LED lights, so let's go to our freelance reporters to find out more.
As you know, we got new lights in our halls and are getting them installed in all of the classrooms. Our new LED lights' lifespan are somewhere around 50,000 hours compared to our old lights, which are around half. LED lights also use less energy and are brighter, making them the light of the future. Here's Mr. LePerry with a little more information on these bad boys.
Hey Dons, Liam Kavanaugh here with Mr. LePerry, here to find out a little more about the lights. So, Mr. LePerry, who donated the lights?
So the lights were donated in part by a manufacturing company in Chino, California. Through a connection I had with a family that has been involved in Catholic education and in some of my previous schools for the past 20-some years. They came forward, found that we could replace all of our lights with LEDs. The factory made a small donation, and through SDG&E rebates, the only cost for a $300,000 project is going to be sales tax, so about $24,000.
Cool. So what's the anticipated cost?
Probably the entire package is going to cost us about $75,000 all total, which was a project that would have cost us $400,000 overall. We were going to do it over 5 years. We're going to be able to accomplish this before Thanksgiving.
Cool. So what are the anticipated savings?
Well, as an example, we don't know the exact savings because our electric bill is made up of many things. Air conditioning is one of the biggest ones. Lights are our second biggest one. In the gymnasium last spring, we were able to replace all our gym lights with LEDs, and that created a savings of 40% just for the gymnasium itself. So our electric bill here at Cathedral is approximately $500,000 a year. Between air conditioning and lighting, we could save 40 to 50% of that. With the lights, we should save immediately about 20% of our bill.
So finally, what do you think the timeline will be for these lights?
We anticipate having the LEDs completely installed by the middle of November. So we have people working and volunteering on the weekends. We have our own maintenance people working overtime. We have 2 different electrical companies that are sending us 5 to 6 electricians each day, every day of the week. So we hope to get this done so that we can make sure that the rebate deadline is met.
Thank you, Mr. LePerry. Sending it back to you in the anchor room.
Thanks, team. CCHS Drama's production of Midsummer Jersey opens tonight and runs throughout the weekend.
Everyone be sure to grab tickets and come support your fellow Dons.
And yes, for all of you asking, I will be signing autographs after the show.
Jack.
Okay, yes, for anyone asking, we will be signing autographs after the show.
So don't miss it, Dons.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this week. Now remember, it's a great day to be a Don.
We'll see you next week.